What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay Floyd. Welcome to another episode of the Big Bro Podcast. Listen, man, thank y'all for joining me, man. I hope y'all are enjoying this series that I'm putting together. This is normally a workshop that I put out, man, based on my book right here, The Driver's Seat. I usually do this workshop in person. It's usually a 90-minute or a 2-hour workshop, but I decided, given the current conditions in the world, the best thing I should do is put it together and deliver it right to you in video form. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad y'all could join me. Big shout out to everybody who's listening on the podcast channels, man. Y'all can't see me, but I love y'all and thank y'all for joining. Trust me, I see y'all. I know that y'all are tuning in and I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the fact that people want to grow. People want to hear from Big Bro. I want to grow by talking to y'all and rocking and doing some of these things myself, man. So we're moving into a new phase of the book, man, about where the rubber meets the road. And this next chapter is all about repairing old roads. It's really important, man. If we look at Isaiah 57:14, God said, rebuild the road, clear away the rocks and stones so my people can return from captivity. That's what we about to do. We about to return from captivity, man, because when we stuck in that back seat, we talked about that seat belt, having us strapped in. We talked about getting past the struggles, getting out, getting into that driver's seat. And now it's time to return, man. It says, clear away the rocks and stones so my people can return from captivity. We hit new roads. We go places we never been, right? But once you start driving in your life, it's going to be a little different. And you're going to start to see transformation in who you are, right? We talked about eliminating passive aggressive communication. We talked about doing things in an accountable way. Your habits start to change. But here's the issue. The old version of you did something a certain way, but now you holding the steering wheel. You in control. You can start driving a better way. You got the ability to correct your old paths. So you ain't no longer like a wallflower at the party. Imagine you go to a party, you see people standing on the wall waiting for a certain song, or they just waiting to step in. You're no longer that, right? You're taking an active role in your life. You out there saying, this is my song. You dancing, whether it's offbeat or not, you getting it in. You know what I'm saying? You enjoying yourself. You living in the moment. But the challenge is that since you haven't been doing this for a long time, once you do start, you will notice that the roads you're driving on, it might be a little rocky. And that brand new car with the bow on it, the brand new vehicle that we now understand is valuable and we driving in every day, it can get torn up driving on them old roads, right? So one of the first things we're going to do is repair these old roads. Own your past actions. Woo! Our roads get messed up because of our past actions. You know what I'm saying? Passive aggressive ways, communicating that's not accountable, not considering all parties in our communication, man. You will find that our communication channels are awkward now because now you like, well, let me take a accountable way. And you just spend so much time being passive aggressive or not being accountable. The people around you is like, I don't really trust that yet. I don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? Passive aggressive is when instead of saying something directly, you'll say it in a soft way. You'll reword it. That's not fully communicating what you want to say in words, but it will communicate what you want to say indirectly, like hurting people with words, right? And if you've been doing that a lot, like I've done that a lot in my past, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm the only one. Maybe y'all are better than me. But for me, I did that a lot in my past. You know what I'm saying? So I know if I've been doing that, my habits were not trustworthy. So the people around me, either my family or the people at work or the people I have to deal with in life, they grown to expect me to be passive aggressive. They expect me to dodge accountability, right? So when they talk to you, they prepare for a bad experience. They get geared up, they get defensive. They get ready to come back passive aggressive. They used to that chase, that back and forth. It can be a little awkward to interact with people in your new role because they haven't grown to expect that from you yet. But just believe in yourself. Keep believing in yourself and stand strong in your new direction and you'll have the strength to overcome that awkwardness. So now that these roads surrounding us in life were built from these bad habits, poor communication, lack of accountability, passive aggressive habits, it's like, imagine if you had designed a whole city, you built a whole city, and it's all completely in disrepair. It's pothole. What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for joining me, man. I hope y'all are enjoying this episode. Yo, take a look down right there at the description of this video, man, and you'll see all of my sponsors laid out there, man. Take a look at some of them. I didn't pick them out for no reason, man. I really appreciate y'all listening and watching. If you could like and subscribe to this video, it would do me a tremendous favor, man. And let's get back to your video, man. Love y'all. I know a lot of us live in cities where, you know, we can drive somewhere and we know what it look like, where every street is looking like, man, you got to dodge, just swerve, and you got potholes here, you got cracks there, you got roads that are blocked off. A lot of us have roads we can't go down anymore. Yeah, we've messed the road up so bad. For us to drive around the city of our life, there's some roads we're looking, keep driving. Can't go down that road because I messed it up so bad, you know? But we can repair that. There may be people that have been hurt by our actions, our words, our intentions in the past. And to keep it 100, it's basically like being a bad politician. You full of lies, empty promises, the blame game. You know what I like to call this? Being the mayor of broken downtown. Yeah, I know some of y'all out there may feel like that right now. May feel like you've been like that. I know for me, I definitely been like that. Definitely was the mayor. I had the top hat, cutting ribbons. I was the mayor, boy. You know what I'm saying? But your job is to do something about that now. And a good place to start is by making amends, man. You can start making amends. You can call up the construction crew, get a couple bids in, and get the construction crew to come out and start fixing them roads, right? You got to make up for what you did wrong to people. And trust me, I know this part sucks, man. But the problem is, it's impossible to drive down healthy roads when we still got unresolved damage surrounding our current situations. Look, the people we hurt, they may not like us again. You know, we may never get it back like it was. They may never like us, love us, or forgive us. But it's not the point. These roads might never look like they used to, but you got to start to rebuild them. You got to put in that effort, even if it doesn't completely get back the way you would like for it to. Because even in those cases, you made the effort and you can leave that path and that road as good as you can possibly get it, right? 100% transparency moment. I had one of these moments just recently. I've had many of these in life, but just recently, you know, and my oldest daughter, her mom and I, we co-parent her, and her mom was listening to one of my podcasts, one of my older podcasts. And, you know, we had a conversation and she told me some of the things that you were saying, the way you were describing it, it sounds like I'm not involved enough. You know, it sounds like I was not there. You're making it seem like it's something that it's not. And I am involved. You know what I'm saying? We do this co-parenting thing and I'm very involved. And number one, shout out to her for standing up for herself. But number two, that was something I was like, you know what? I do have to be accountable for my words. Let me go back and you know what I'm saying? Forgive me for not filling in all the blanks and being direct with my communication and explaining that in co-parenting my daughter, that her mom and I both step up to the plate. My daughter has two parents who love her and have stepped up to the plate. And I didn't, you know, fill in that. And if you don't fill in that, maybe there's room for other people to interpret something else. So that's my accountability. That's my responsibility to step up and do something about it, right? So you keep learning and you keep getting better. And the key to this is being teachable, right? So we're going to talk about exploring new traffic. Along with building better roads comes the opportunity for us to start driving in some new traffic. You know what I'm saying? If you got some new roads, all of a sudden you might go for a ride on Sunday and just keep going. Now you in a neighborhood you never been before. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden you're looking around. It's nice, man. You enjoying this ride. You mingling in different traffic. You looking around, you seeing cars you haven't seen before. Somebody might wave at you. Boom. You might see somebody walking to the store. Boom. You enjoying this ride. You find yourself around the people that can make fertile ground for you to grow in your purpose. The crowd around you has changed. You find yourself in a new place, not necessarily in a way of being with better people. That's not what I'm saying. It's not a matter of better or worse, but it's a matter of simply being led to be around the people that you are meant to affect, right? In your purpose, you got a certain number of people that you're meant to touch, and your words are more receptive in those people, right? I had this story. One time we had a record label out in Buffalo, New York, and we used to go out there and hang out a lot. And it was out there one time we went to the bar and we were chilling there, having some drinks, and me and everybody just kicking it. And one of my boys just looked up and he said, "Man, don't chase your liquor, chase your dreams." And we was all like, haha, it was just one quick moment. But you'd be amazed at how much that stuck with me. Chase your dreams. Chase your dreams is actually on a plaque right behind me in this family room. Chase your dreams, based on me hearing him say that. I talked about it in this book. It's published in this book. It's something that resonates with me all throughout life. You know what I mean? I don't think he realized that it was going to do that. But you'd be amazed at how when you start putting yourself around the people that you're meant to impact, just a couple of words. When I'm mentoring clients or as a life coach or in my speeches or in my books, just through me, this one moment that I have to reach you has touched thousands. From him saying that and it coming through me, now that one message has touched thousands of people. Who knows how far words can travel, man, on the tongues of other people when you say them or when you're around the crowd that you're supposed to be around. You can transcend miles, transcend cultures, transcend time. One comment when in the presence of those that you are meant to affect can literally change the world. Yes, can change the world for you and for others. Here's what we're gonna do. Your assignment for this chapter. Examine the roads that you're driving on right now. Think about it, man. Identify one pothole road. What's that area in life? What's that one thing that you can admit, man? Be honest with yourself. If you can't be honest with yourself, who are you gonna be honest with? Be honest with yourself. What's that one area in your life where you got passive aggressive behavior or bad communication? You haven't been accountable, or you could fill in the blanks a little better. You know what I mean? And you don't, when you haven't gone all out and done the full work like I hadn't. What's that one area? I want you to go ahead and think about it now and see if you can have an aha moment on that. See if there's somewhere that you can go back, maybe make a phone call, maybe send an email and fix that pothole in the road. Make a decision today. Call up that construction crew. Fix that road. Reach out and make amends. At the very least, fill in a hole with new behavior. Yeah. If it's awkward, if you go to do it and it feels awkward, then that means you're doing it right. Then that means there's been a drastic change from the old you to the new you. That's gonna feel awkward. I need you to do that for me right now. When you start to drive around your city and you have plans to travel even further, you don't need a lot of roads where you can't even drive down. You gotta just pass it up. It's dark down there, it's messed up down there, can't turn there. You don't need that. Clear up your lanes. Fix your roads.